up though? It's your girl Millionaire. Something else I wanted to talk about. Don't let nobody take you off your square or trick you out your spot. You know, basically the same thing. And what I mean by that, sometimes people would tell you to not do something or try to downplay what you're doing because they're mad that they're not in that position or they can't do that position or something like that. So let me give you an example of that. So for example, right now we had this so-called diaspora war going on between Black Americans, mainly Africans. We got a little bit with some of the Caribbeans, but not too much. For example, for me, I'm a Black American, so I got to speak from my perspective and how I see things or whatever. When like a lot of Africans and stuff, when they come to America and stuff, they embedded in our culture, and they say that Black Americans don't have culture. And I think it's because they're so ingrained in the culture, they grew up in the culture, that they don't realize that they're practicing our culture or whatever. So when they say things like, you African and you don't have no culture, but then again they turn around and they mark themselves as Black American or African American, I would say that's an example of somebody trying to knock you off your square. They telling you that you're from Africa or whatever and you're not from this land, but then yet they come over here and they check your box as a Black American. So what's the difference? Or they tell you, you know what I'm saying, you need to go back and visit Africa. Africa is a really nice place to go to. Go build Africa and move to Africa. Because I've heard online people come and say, Black Americans, go build Africa. You know, you can get more bang for your buck. You can create a business. But yet they come over here and create businesses and stuff like that. So they're telling you to go to their homeland while they're coming to yours. And some people would say that's a destiny swap or whatever. So that's like basically trying to pull you off your square. They telling you to do something that they're doing the opposite of. They telling you to go to Africa and build Africa while they're leaving Africa, coming to America, and they're not building Africa. So when I say don't let a person trick you out your spot or in your square, that's an example. And it can be in other ways. For example, you can be a person, you know, you say you want to get married or whatever, you get you a husband, and then you have a girlfriend where you think she's your friend, but in reality she really not. She's telling you, oh yeah, she would never get married, she don't want to do this and then that, downplaying your dude or whatever. Then you find out the bitch she's sending your nigga DMs or flirting with him behind your back. She's telling you he don't deserve you, he not a good man, but behind your back she's trying to basically backdoor you and sleep with the nigga, and he tell you where your husband whatever. I'm just throwing out different scenarios and examples. I like to give examples that y'all can see when I explain stuff, because I'm a visual learner, and I like examples too to help people understand what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I feel like I don't explain it good enough. So I try to not dummy it down, but put it in a perspective where people can understand different ways or whatever. And I just feel like I'm a natural teacher. So that's what I mean when I say don't let a person move you out your square or trick you out your spot. Because sometimes you just got to pay attention to those people that's constantly telling you not to do something or do something, and they ain't moving that same way. And you, in other scenario, you can have a person telling you, oh, don't you trying to go for a type of job or a career, and they telling you like, no, you shouldn't do that, but then they turn around and trying to do it. Or they can be jealous of your success or whatever, and they want you to dim your light, so they trying to put you in a situation where you not advancing or whatever. So yeah, just don't let people knock you off your square or move you out of your position. You just got to pay attention. And if you don't know it, and then sometimes you got a feeling or something just fell off, just go by that instinct, because it just something can be going on with that person, but you just can't see it with the what you say with the natural eye. That's when your third eye pop in, you feel me? So yeah, stay on your square and don't let people move you off that motherfucker. Okay, y'all have a nice day.